with a lot of information with AI, is it making people more excluded from things? So things will be like only certain part of the populations will have the rights to certain things because AI are going to be very selective, okay, using the data and so on and so forth. In Tianjin, in the World Economic Forum, a lot of discussions around like how the economy is recovering, and there's three very key takeaway from that. One of them is the importance of MSME, and then the other one is like, well, the world is actually becoming more global, okay, even though there's some polarization here and there, but the increase in global trade is tremendous. Like I have a lot of customers, their cross-border e-commerce trades actually increased 10 times within like 18 months. So I think that's like really a very interesting fact. And also the post-pandemic consumers, really like a lot of people who's not used to doing online, they're jumping into the online scene. And then when it comes to consumers, we need to be more digitally included, making sure these people are not harmed by online fraudsters. From a global perspective, we find out that a lot of small owners now are doing a lot of cross-border trading as well as e-commerce, but they don't know how to make sure they reduce their compliance risk. With AI, you don't know like how to protect privacy, and everybody's trying to make sure while we have a lot of knowledge flowing around, we need to protect these privacies. Ultimately, what we have done is really we are trying to, like in the long run, construct a network of informations, KYC information, device information, business informations in a network format so that we can make intelligent decisions around them. And when you have a global network like that, well, it's very easy for us to tackle the fraudsters that I mentioned, like when we raise our hands. So, for example, we have over 6 billion device informations that we actually have access to and work with every day that we can evaluate whether these are good people or bad people. And then we also use this network information to help a lot of people to get financial inclusions. Just in Indonesia alone, last year we helped over 20 million people who doesn't have any information in the credit bureau to get access to finance. So I think like this global intelligence trust network is what we're trying to form with technology and using this technology to help people to be more inclusive. Traditionally, everybody, like when they need to get a loan, they will go to the traditional credit reporting agency and really started to get credit reports about, okay, should I be lending to this person or not, and so on. And as we move in and have more big data, more AIs around it, machine learning and so on, we started to use a lot more informations, alternative data. So, for example, we will take a look at, okay, how these people are using Grab. We will take a look at how these people are using their data usage on their mobile phone, and do a lot of analysis on what we call the alternative data, non-traditional financial data. Put them together, calculate it using like our models, and really come up with, okay, is this person trustworthy? So that's the only way you can get these unbanked people that I've mentioned that have absolutely no record before. How do we try to assess whether we should trust them or not and start to give them some credit, for example? So I think like that's when we evolve from the traditional credit reporting agency to the next generation, what I call alternative credit and fraud bureau. Technology company, financial services company, and government working together to help SMEs. And I think this is a great example of inclusiveness as well. And all this is made possible by the 4 sector interactions that we see between the government, between the technology company, between the financial services, and then between the MSMEs. I think the inclusion evolutions will continue, and I believe that we will use AI, we'll use data and knowledge to make people, make the world more inclusive rather than exclusive. And I'm confident that with the right move, we can do that.